All right, yeah, we got everybody where they should be. Let me just shut down this music going. Hello, I am Michael Matthews. I am emceeing tonight. This is City of Mist, Knights of Payne Town. This is our third session. If we want to go down, my pronouns are he, him. If we want to go down and introduce ourselves.
Hello, my name is Ibrahim. I use he, him pronouns, and I will be playing Cooper Davenport, who is a rift of Merlin, the magician.
My name is Sarah. I am my pronouns are she, her. I am playing a Rift of Pandora named Hope Anais, also she, her.
Hello, my name is Nessa, she, her. I will be playing Phil Paul, aspect of the groundhog from Groundhog's Day. There are multiple groundhogs, not just Puxatawny Phil.
I'm sorry. I can't. Every time you say Punxsutawney Phil, it makes me laugh. Yeah, so I am Steve Dragon X here. I am playing Adam Donaldson. We are both he, him, and he is the Rift of Prometheus.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Do we want to quick what happened last time?
Sure.
It is very brief. Also, hi Tangy. Thank you for being here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the story you're about to hear is for you, not your children. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bam. This story is untrue. We are role players. The city, Payne Town. The detectives, us. The shadows declared our mark, Connor Stevens, dead. Hang on, I need to switch to my phone notes. Beautiful.
The notes on my phone.
Yeah, exact. The notes on my phone. Last time, Cooper and Adam went to Derek Myers, who was the guy from the truck, to shake him down, and we got an address. Phil and Hope went to go talk to our would-be widow, or a widow who didn't know that she was yet a widow. We found out that he was a drug addict, and we had a neighborhood. Technically, we already knew that because of Coop, but Coop didn't tell us, so, you know. We went to an abandoned building, brimming with magical activity. Weird, creepy, dark fairy magical activity, where we met a crazy, fucked up guy named Bill. We surmised that Bill had probably killed our guy, thrown his car in the ocean, and taken the money. And because Bill was giving off some hardcore energy, we all elected, no, we're not going to fight this guy. And we left. And then that's about where my notes stop. We went back and we told the boss, like, hey, technically we found the guy. He's dead in the ocean. Here's the guy who did it. We're solved. Good.
Adam still wants to fight that guy.
Coop also wants to fight that guy because Coop wants the money.
Yeah.
All right.
It would have been a bad situation.
You never know. So we always start with the session start with someone doing a voiceover monologue. We get a feeling for what's going on in their head. Monologue is his or her character relating their thoughts, feelings at this point in the story. Who would like to do a monologue? Give us a little insight into one of the characters.
Who did it last week? Wasn't it Coop?
I did it last week, so
Yeah.
I'm
exempt.
I'm exempt. Immunity.
You have the idol.
Do you want to do random again, or do we want someone want to volunteer?
Steve, why don't you do it?
Okay. All right. Let me grab a drink real quick. I was eating a cookie as you asked that.
Very important.
Film Noir loves its cookies.
All right.
Thin mints.
So
I'm
doing just like a recap of what happened.
Not a
and my
recap.
thoughts,
This is just kind of where your character is now at this point. You look over things that have happened. We can also be into what your character is, what's kind of going on in their life right now. This is partly to get into the mood.
I pulled these out of nowhere.
Nice. Magic.
The camera kind of pans in on this rundown gym, goes to the door kind of opens, and you just see this massive man just hammering the punching bag. Start to hear from in his head, well, boss hasn't called. Getting restless. Need to find something to do. Coop's probably low on rent again. Who knows what's up with Phil and Hope at the moment. But honestly, I hope that client of ours, the client, wants me to fight that red cap guy, old Bill. I think I could have taken him, but I don't know for sure. It's raining again. Feels like it always rains here. I don't know. I got a fight in a week. Somehow I manage that. But I really just need a case. Rent's about to be due, and I don't know what tomorrow holds.
I would just love if you were teaching a class at that time and you're just bunching the shit out of this bag, and there's just a group of children standing, watching, being like, so when do we start learning something?
Well, remember I dropped that. I have a different
I had the
theme
monologue.
now.
Well, I mean, technically, just because you dropped it as a theme doesn't mean you can't still be the kind of guy who teaches kids on the weekends. It just means it doesn't like affect your stats.
That's true.
Yeah.
Remind me how tall you are.
Shit.
6'7". They're both 6'7".
Yeah, 6'7".
At this point, the door opens, and a guy walks in who would make anyone else look tiny. But to you, is just a little bit shorter than you. The door sort of shuts behind. You get like a little bit of the last light coming through on this Friday evening behind you as it shuts. What is everyone else doing on this Friday? You've not had a detective gig in a little bit. We gotta go. Why don't we head up the thing? We'll go Nessa, Sarah, and then Ibrahim. So, like, what is your character doing on this Friday? You haven't had a detective gig here in a little bit.
I think my wife and I are finally having dinner together. Like at the end of the last session, we just kept missing each other, to the point that I like worked on magic the whole time instead of being with my wife. And so now is finally the moment where we're like actually getting to sit down and eat dinner together.
All right. Yeah, the two of you are eating, sort of talking animatedly, because things are going well in this relationship, or are they a little bit on the rough side?
I think they're going okay, all things considered. I think we are still kind of. I think like Phil like knows that she has her own job, but like still kind of like thinks of. I know we have different gender roles, but I think that Phil kind of thinks of her as like an extension of himself, in a way, where it's like, yeah, you've got your own thing, but like Phil though, right? Phil's the most important thing in everyone's life, right?
As I recall, she's a lawyer, right?
Yeah, she's a lawyer.
Yeah, she's sort of chatting with you. She's put her stuff aside for a bit, but she got a big case coming up. Pandora, or with Hope.
Yeah. I think Hope's at the bar. I think she spent the entire day at the office and doesn't really want to go home and knows she won't be sleepy much that night, so she goes to the bar and just like what time of year is it? Is it still January? Is it February?
Yeah, it's January. Oh, I put the thing on there somewhere. It's currently January 9th. It's a Friday.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm heading to the bar.
Oh, I can do that.
Debating calling Colleen, but then deciding against it. So I'm just kind of sitting and drowning in my sorrows. What's up?
Such lesbians. Just like, I gotta call my ex.
Please do not call your ex. I gotta call my ex.
No, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great idea because you know how good I'm doing. Because I'm doing so good right now.
She's
Yeah.
gonna be so happy to hear from me.
How are you? I'm so happy.
Yeah, I think she's just drying her sorrows slowly.
And Cooper.
I think that Cooper has scraped together the funds to make his payment to the Italians, and I think that legitimately, I feel like he would just be like. I'm imagining a very tall, lanky man like shoving himself into a phone booth and like calling the Italians and saying he made the drop and being like, "Well, the money's gonna be in the phone box over here on Fifth in Parkside. Uh, it's all there, and you should send somebody down to get it. And I'm going to go, and that will be that." Not coming to Little Italy because I do not know that you have gotten the word out yet that I have paid my dues. So you should get your money.
Please get your money.
Please get your money and
For the
tell
love of
everyone
God.
that I am good. I am good to go. Bill's paid. And if you got any work, you know who to call.
All right, and do you
As
wait?
long as it doesn't involve horses, because we all know what happened last time.
Do you wait to make sure that that it is picked up?
I think I can't afford to not do that.
Okay.
I definitely wait for them to send somebody by.
Yeah, it takes a little while while you're waiting there until someone finally pulls in, or like pulls up. A car pulls up. You see a guy get out who's kind of like you. It's an enforcer you think you've seen a couple times before. Like opens up the thing, just counts it. You just hear him go, "I'll be goddamned." And just looks into the driver's side and just goes, "Looks like you lost a bet," and kind of laughs as he gets in.
You got to let me in on that action next time, boys.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you. You were. I'm assuming you were a
Oh
little
yeah,
further away.
I'm looking over them. Yeah,
They you lost a bet was to the guy driving.
yeah. But no, I think Cooper just like huge sigh of relief, like oh,
Adam.
and then yeah, done.
Cyrus is about 6'3". Comes in, makes his way over to you, reaches out a hand.
I think Adam just kind of looks like does that like questioning glance before like slowly extending his hand and making sure to grip extra tight.
He always tries to match your grip. Like he's definitely not, he's not a weak person, but he's not you. He's not like got all of, yeah, basically he doesn't have all of yours. He goes, Jesus Christ, and then just kind of like playfully kind of in a hug, and then looks down and goes, are you available for some bouncing work? I mean, I know it's not your normal thing, but we could really use a person or two around.
Yeah, I'm available.
So
when do you need us?
I mean,
how many do you need?
He kind of pauses for a moment. He goes, "What do you mean?"
Well, you said bouncing work. How many people do you need? I can get a couple more if you need them.
I might be just good with you and me. You heard about what happened to the washboard recently?
Has Adam heard
No.
what happened? No.
Washboard
No,
Washboard is it's kind of a jazz club that is downtown. It's a nice place. But he kind of, Cyrus has been bouncing there for a while, and it's usually a pretty easy gig. And he goes, "I tell you, man, we had a murder take place in the back lot about a week ago.
Oh.
And some dude's been following around our singer, Martha Ellis. Someone's been following around. She hasn't been dealing with life recently particularly well. She's hammered half the time, but luckily she still sings well. But there's this dude's been following her around, and it's been a problem."
Okay. Well, when do you want me there?
If you're able to be there tonight?
Yeah, I can make it. I'll be there. What? So, a murder. Do you know if that's an open investigation or anybody's looking into it yet?
We called the cop, but wait, hey, you're part of that thing, right?
Yeah, I'm helping out a couple friends with their detectiving.
How,
Detectiving.
how discreet are you?
Uh, did you hear about the armored truck that went missing?
No?
Did you hear about the kid that was murdered?
A lot of kids get murdered.
The drug addict that stole the armored truck that got murdered?
No, I don't think so. I haven't looked at the paper in a while, though.
Yeah, that's how discreet we are. We solved those two cases.
I think
They
Sammy...
were combined.
Listen, the police showed up, and of course they can't do shit about what actually needs to be done. Sammy's a bit worried about Martha and the fact that she isn't handling shit particularly well either. So maybe if y'all want to come and talk to him before we open up tonight, that might not be bad, because I know he's pissed as hell that the police haven't been useful, and he kind of wants to make sure this stops being a problem, because I mean, look, she's a sweet girl, she's a woman, but she's drunk half the time. Like this has not been helping, and if she goes overboard, we're gonna lose too much.
All right, I will be there. I'll call and set up a meeting with my team, and then I will be there tonight to make sure nothing gets out of hand. But, so I'll see you tonight.
See you tonight.
Kind of gives like the half-hearted, half-hug thing, and then he heads for the phone.
No, do predator handshake.
This is for you, Carl Weathers.
He goes to the phone and calls the office, knowing that Hope is probably there.
Joke's on you. She's at a bar, I think.
You might know the bar that Hope has a tendency to hang at.
Okay. So the office, it just rings and rings. It hits was there answering machines back then?
No, we had
No.
we have like a group girl, I think.
Like a
Didn't we have
service?
someone more? Yeah, like we're like she's not our
An answering service, or
Yeah.
like you have like an operator who like directs calls. Like,
Yeah, I'm just
hello, operator.
Gotta
Oh, they
say,
don't.
group girl is the
Yeah.
weirdest way to.
yeah. I think he's
Okay,
gonna
I'm
hang
sorry.
up. He's gonna hang up and then call the bar, and like I assume this is a reoccurring thing. And when the
Yeah,
bartender
you
answers,
just hear, yeah, Smokies.
it's Adam. It's
Oh.
Adam.
What?
How drunk are you at this point?
She drinks a lot, so I think like she could probably be at work at this point and not be too inefficient.
Yeah, it just goes. I've definitely seen her worse. It's Adam.
Hello?
Hey, I got a case we might be able to pick up.
Now? Can I wait till Monday?
No, needs to be tonight.
Sure.
I need. You're the boss. I need you to call the washboard. Ask for Sammy. Tell him that Cyrus mentioned a murder, and we're a detective agency that can look into it. He'll set up a meeting.
Washboard, Sammy, Cyrus. Got it.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Hisses.
I'll call. Do you want me to call the other two and tell them to meet us at the office?
Yeah. I doubt Coop's got a phone. You might want to just see if Bill
Yeah.
can shadow
Yeah.
Bop over
yep.
over there.
Yeah. I'll have Phil be creepy.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna use the phone one more time. Give me a sec. Give me a minute. I call the operator service. Ask to go be connected to the washboard.
Mm-hmm. Just a moment.
It was Sale and Cyrus, right?
Sammy.
Sam and Cyrus. Okay.
Just the thing picks up. You hear, Sammy. I'm gonna hear the cigarette in the mouth.
Hey there. My name is. Oh, sorry. Let me get the accent. My name's Hope. My name's Hope Anais. We got a call from a friend of yours, Cyrus. Mentioned something about a murder. We're a detective agency.
Yeah, just Cyrus back yet? Okay, well, you must work fast.
I don't know, man.
How discreet are you?
Real discreet. Yeah, I don't have to tell you, man. Like, Shit won't get out, but
I don't know. Sounds a little drunk. Yeah, if you people able to be here tonight, I can give you the rundown. We're looking for trying to make sure a problem stops happening.
yeah. What's the address?
Gives you the address downtown.
Okay. We should be over there in about an hour. All right.
All right.
Okay. Click. All right.
Adam. Oh, go ahead.
I head to the office because like that. I think our go-to thing is like when we have our own cases, we all kind of like connect with the office and then go as a group. So I head back to the office, make a cup of coffee, drink an egg.
Adam calls Phil.
What do you want?
What is that how you answer your phone all the time?
Yes.
Did you know? Did you use your spooky shit to know it was me?
I didn't. I'm with my wife. What do you want?
Oh, well, we got a case. We got to be at the office.
God fucking damn it. All right, fine. Do you need me to bring Harry and Maggie?
Oh, fuck. I forgot about them. Bring them, but I don't think we're going to take them into the club with us. We're going to leave them in the, like, outside. Like, two shadow
I will say,
babies walking behind us.
We'll just have it. These are things you can summon up, but they're not like familiars following you around.
I know, but I love them and I want to bring them.
Yeah, let's not walk into a high-end club with shadow babies. Also, I can't get a hold of Coop, so do the thing that you do to find him.
Okay.
Bye.
We'll be there in a sec. Darling, my love.
Yes, Phil. Just kind of like just writing a few things down.
Phyllis, unfortunately, we have a case.
Oh, that's good. You could use a case.
I know, but this is the first time we've been able to have dinner in weeks. Or not weeks, but a week and a half. That's plural weeks almost.
Well, I mean, things have been so busy. You really can't afford to not take an opportunity when it shows up.
I know, but what's more important is being able to spend time with you. And the Shadow Children.
It's like George Washington's children meme. Yeah, she just goes, go ahead, take it. I've got enough to do. After next week, this case should be, at least what I need to do should be up and going, and I should be much more available.
All right. Well, I love you. We were already eating dinner, so you know dinner's on the table. Don't wait up. I think I leave, and as I leave, I hit the lights and head on out.
Phil, Phil. Damn it, Phil. I was right. I was reading some stuff, Phil.
And I'm like, because I hit the lights and then walk into the shadow to go to Coop.
So
She just stands up and you just hear fuck, and she just bangs into a couple of the chairs and stuff before she makes her way over, and then flips the light back on and goes back, sits down. Actually, first grabs herself some wine and then starts taking care of stuff.
All right, Coop, where are you at this moment?
Coop is in a dumpster.
Arriving from slightly next to the dumpster and just kind of on the side.
Do I hear you? Do you make it? Do you say anything?
No, I just because I'm not coming into the dumpster, and I need to get your attention. So bang, bang, bang on the side of the dumpster.
Yes. Just a moment. I'll be just inspecting the. I come out of the dumpster holding a bunch of copper wire.
We got a case. Don't worry about it.
Oh, it's you. All right, hold this.
Fine.
Shoving just loose copper wire and bits into your hand. Hold this and that, and you should probably get a sack.
I take off my jacket and just kind of start bundling it like twigs.
All right, what you said we have a case?
We got a case.
All right, we'll stash that somewhere.
We'll leave it at the office. It's fine.
Perfect.
Vamonos.
All right.
Let's make an egg and break.
That one doesn't work. I don't understand what you were doing with that.
I don't know. That sounds like some shit old timey people would say.
Yeah, let's make like an egg and break.
Something, maybe if you got runny in there somewhere.
I don't know.
Get running.
Make a break for it though is a thing.
Let's go to the case.
All
Yeah,
right.
okay. I teleport. I know it makes your stomach upset, but I just kind of like swallow you into a shadow. Because what am I gonna do? Hail a cab? Absolutely not.
Oh, I wish that we would just drive.
I don't have a
Some-
car, and this is free. You want to pay for a cab with your no money?
No, we can ditch the cab.
At where we work, they'll find us. You sound like that guy who got himself killed by Bill. Amateur league.
They'll find you. They won't find me.
Mm. They'll find me then.
Is that happening in the office?
Yeah,
that
we
conversation?
just walk out of a corner.
Oh,
Adam-
in the office? Not
Adam is just gonna be like, Coop, you're one of the tallest people in the city.
And one-
you're not hard to miss.
and one with no mailing address.
It's true. And his long legs go so fast. He
And-
runs like a
and-
gazelle.
And no phone.
I have a
Wait,
phone
how can
sometimes.
how can he have a phone? He doesn't have a house. Has a house. Where's the phone supposed to be? Park himself by a payphone?
In the future, if you absolutely need to get a hold of me, I can give you my apprentice's number. She has a location.
Why do we not already have that?
In the
If you have-
future, there will be phones that fit inside of your pocket.
We're talking crazy.
There'll also be a kind of pastry that there's like jelly on the inside and then frosting on top.
Don't believe that the pastry you're describing doesn't exist now.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
What
it
is
doesn't.
it?
Pop-Tart.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought we were just talking about a Danish.
Eh,
well,
but it'll be flat like a piece of paper.
Phil, every day you have these wild ideas. I'm sure it's gonna be true because you have that thing you do. But yeah, we got a case. So break it down.
All right. We're told to go to the washboard. They'll break everything down for us. You're the one who gave me this, Adam. You tell us what happened. How did this come to you? First off.
I have an acquaintance named Cyrus. He wants me to do some bouncing for them tonight. He mentioned that there was a murder behind the washboard, and we haven't had a case in like has it been 2 weeks? 3 weeks? I lost track of time. It's been a while. I figured
It's been a
Coop,
week and a half.
yeah, that. I figured Coop was about ready to be due on rent. I'm running low on cash, and I asked if Sammy was looking for anybody to look into it. He said the cops weren't doing anything, so I volunteered us. Well,
Okay.
offered our services. Yeah.
For money?
Okay.
Yeah, of course they're gonna pay us. As long as we're
Are
discreet.
you sure? Are you sure about discreet? They keep mentioning discreet. Why is this discreet? So it's a murder. People know about murders.
I don't know. But
Maybe they don't want their business associated with a murder investigation. Probably not good for buying drinks there. Interest.
This is Payne Town. There's murders behind every facility.
Isn't that place have that one singer?
Yeah, what's her name? Martha, right?
Martha
That was
Ellis
Ella.
Martha Ellis is a name you have heard a bit about. Like it's one of the names that kind of gets around. You don't necessarily know a ton about it, but
Hey, I just figured she's good enough that you'd be like, that one lady who does the thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Martha girl, she's apparently being stalked. So
Really?
we might have to deal with that as well.
All
Well,
right.
I'll have to deal with that because yeah.
What? Say it.
Oh. No offense, I'm probably stronger than you.
Oh, I thought you said it was because I was drunk. No, I'm fine. I'm fine to go.
What you're
I'm
drunk,
not drunk. I'm not.
You're
I'm
drunk
not.
more than you're not. Like this isn't new.
She's driving, by the
But on a
way.
scale of drunk, I'm not that drunk.
I hope it's me.
Yeah, I'm aware. Well, of course it's you. I don't have a license. We don't trust Coop, and you're the one that does the shadowy shit that can control the car.
I hate that
We
shadowy
can't
shit.
we can't run the car without you.
I mean, I
you
could sit
you have
passenger
to
seat.
drive.
Yeah, and I'm assuming we're having this conversation as I am driving, but
Like that cut from The Office to the car where Adam's like, "You're the only one that fucking knows how to. You got the magics. Like nobody else can do it."
Also, to be understood, I could power this car. Also, it would work without me for a while. It's like a
Hey.
gas tank.
So here's a question: does the car need a driver? Like, can you do this without a driver?
You know what? Never tried it before. Let's give it a shot.
Not
Hands up.
right now.
Michael, do you think that would work?
It's probably more your magic than you want to have to test if you don't have to.
That's fair.
'Cause if that goes bad,
I think we approach a fire hydrant and I'm like, we'll try again later.
All right.
All right.
It's like Elon Musk's car. It works, but like it will hit a child.
So let me know. Are you able to see the right up above where it says downtown? You can kind of see.
Yeah, microphone.
Yeah, over there by the Wolf Tower. It's sort of just a little bit back from the river itself. As you go there, it's a basement of just a kind of a grimy brownstone building. The giant skyscrapers kind of like towering over you. But you've got like some cello and piano notes kind of coming through the alleyway when you're on there. And there's a front door that's kind of below street level. You got to go down a couple. The steps themselves and part of this area has been scrubbed, but that means that some of it actually is at odds with how a lot of the rest of it looks. And on your way down, this appears. You just have a thing pop up.
Yes, we did. I did.
Yeah.
Flyer from Martha Ellis. Downtown's most soulful voice, according to the City Herald.
This is really nice, actually.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought this
pretty.
was more of like a rundown place that wouldn't have good posters.
No, posters are half the battle.
Honestly, Coop, you're not
think Shakespeare said that.
You're not entirely wrong because this, like, one, she's apparently been there for a while. They put out more money than they probably normally do. As you kind of go inside, it's a place that once was very nice. It still looks okay. It's got a lot of sort of shadowy corners, places to sit. There's smoke hanging in the air, and you have a bunch of people sort of having some drinks and talking while you've got right now a band up there playing with it's got one of those like the easel that has another poster kind of like that one, letting them know that Martha Ellis will be on a little bit later this evening.
Oh, okay.
Any way we can in our player notes and the locations, I put her name in there. Is there any way we can get that flyer put in there so that we can have access to it?
I kind of had you if you go back. Are you able to see the flyer now?
No, I accidentally clicked out of it.
Under journal.
I'm looking
Under
with
journal.
player notes, locations. Yeah.
There's
hold
2,
on.
3, 10s, 24.
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah, are you
Under Knights in Payne Town, Killing Me Softly, KMS handouts.
Yes.
Oh, there
Where
we
is
go.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Okay,
I
think what you'll be able to do is like, you'll probably be able to just copy and then paste it in, probably.
Yeah. I guess we could do that, and then you could just drag it over to player notes. Does that work?
Not working, but oh well, we'll do it later. At least I know where it is now.
Yeah.
We're good.
Because I don't know if you're able to. Yeah, actually, when you mouse over it, do you see like a little edit thing appear at the top of it? Because I just made y'all owners.
We'll figure it out later. Let's go see this
Yeah.
lady.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
I made a
messing with
notes section for the washboard, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. If you click on that thing, you'll see a thing for image source. You can copy paste that in.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you go in, Cyrus greets again for, I would say, well, Phil and Hope are in the unusual position of being used to feeling tiny when they're around Cooper and Adam. But Cyrus, about 6'4", comes up. Hey, Adam, glad you could make it. This must be your group.
Yeah, this is Hope. She's the boss. This is Phil, former weatherman. I'm sure you've seen him on TV. And this is Coop.
How do you do?
Hey, nice to meet you.
So, you want discreet, correct?
Yeah, if you want to come back here, let me introduce you to Sammy.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Takes you back over into kind of a back room. You go into an office and you see that there is another kind of office behind him. That when he knocks on the door, there's just a moment you hear a door shut. So when it opens up, you're pretty sure he has shut the door into that room that's kind of behind his office. He goes, "All right, these are the Hope. You the one I talked to?"
Yeah.
Right, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
order
You
on
don't
this
really
tall?
you don't really ever get used to it. It's aggravating, really.
Cyrus, I thought I hired you because you were big and tall, but Jesus, look at them.
To be fair, you hired me tonight.
He goes, extra bouncer. He goes, yeah, oh, that's right. Okay, cool. Yeah, come on in.
Do you still need Adam out there to bounce for the door?
Not quite yet. We're keeping an eye on things right now. Hope's in her dressing room. Not Hope, sorry. Martha, you're Hope. Martha's in her dressing room. We've got someone keeping an eye around there. We're hoping not to have a whole lot of trouble.
Got it. So break it down. Who
Some guy
with this? Tell me about this murder.
Some guy named Darnell Fox. He'd been here before. Martha said she knew him a little bit, but Martha and Cyrus walked in the back room. The killer, whoever the dude was, they said some big skin-headed tattooed guy in like a jacket with a hood was there having some sort of words. That guy fled. He ran out. Darnell just dropped dead. I don't know what this guy did. Also, we found that there was a crowbar or something had knocked open one of the locks on the back door. I've got a guy coming in. We had a guy coming in 2 nights ago to replace it, but it's been a little. I've been sleeping here to make sure nobody kind of comes in.
All right.
That can't be good for your back.
You ever try to sleep in a booth?
I have actually. If I may, what you want to do is you want to have your legs dangling off the end, and you want to take up one of the cushions to use as a neck support. That'll really improve the sleeping experience.
If I ever have to do that again, and let's hope I don't, I will keep that in mind.
Good advice,
So,
Coop.
so this Darnell guy, he was a regular then, just a customer?
Yeah, one of the ones that came through. All I know, Martha said she talked to him a few times. Kind of a sad luck case.
And she didn't recognize the skin-headed tattooed guy, did she?
Some guy, and Cyrus hadn't seen him before. Said that the guy was big enough. I mean, president company excluded. Said the guy was big enough that they'd have recognized him if he was someone who'd been here before.
You didn't call, and you called the cops after he found Darnell dead?
Yeah, we did. What we sure as hell don't need at a jazz club. This is the kind of place where you want someone to come in thinking, "Hey, yeah, someone got murdered here."
What was the cause of death ruled as?
He said, he kind of like looks through his stuff and sort of hands over a thing with a card with some cops' names on it. He goes, "I would talk with them because all I know is when I called and said that they said they didn't see anything as of yet to see it was a murder." But they were, but that people don't just drop dead like that.
Depends.
No
Natural causes.
No blood, no mess.
No blood or mess, but there was just back there with that guy, and then just fell.
Okay. There's been some mention that Martha was being stalked.
I don't think she's being stalked. I mean, well, it might be hard to talk to her about that, but she's that guy, whoever it was. She's apparently seen a couple other times. He's come around.
Skinhead.
That he hasn't been back since the murder.
Not that I'm aware of.
Right.
Hmm.
When's Martha going on tonight?
She's got about an hour and a half. We're gonna make sure that she's we're going back there soon to try to pull a drink out of her hand, make sure she'll be sober for performance.
Think we can talk to her really fast before she performs?
Yeah,
We talked to her before she sobers up.
Takes a one half a
I
dozen the
listen.
other, right?
She's been kind of fragile lately with all that stuff that's happened, and she's got stuff of her own she's been dealing with. So if you could, what I don't need is her kind of going over the end, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Understood.
And he'll talk through kind of the standard. The what you see on the for the cop. If you want to make a note of this, officers Das and Quinn.
Gotcha.
Somebody got that?
Yep.
Yeah, I got the names.
ZAS and then Quinn, 2 N's.
Got it. Officers Das and Quinn. Nothing. Is there like a department name, or just they just scribbled it on a card?
And the card itself is just detectives Das and Quinn, homicide.
Okay. So at least they did send out the homicide unit. So they investigated it on the surface a bit.
Well, could we just be playing lip service, really?
Could be. Could be.
Can we do you wanna take a moment to introduce Martha to us, or can we just go down to the hall and knock on her dressing room?
Just you can probably go down. She'll be. I've been bugging her enough, trying to make sure she's okay. It's aggravating her at this point.
All right. Okay. Anyone else want to ask any questions before we head out and talk to Martha?
No.
All right.
Well, the skinhead. Nobody got a decent look at any of the tattoos. No identifying marks. No IDs on any of them.
Cyrus wasn't able to get a good look. The guy saw them and then ran out there pretty quick. Same thing with Martha. We didn't get a chance to get a good look at any kind of tattoos. I mean, I wasn't there. They weren't aware of it.
Michael,
Enough.
Yep.
important question. As we go to approach Martha, is what is it called? Piercing the mist? Looking beyond the mist. Should we call piercing the mist? That sounds cool. Looking beyond the mist, is that something that I like? Does it look super fucking obvious when it is done?
It can. Sometimes
Okay.
it's a thing that, you know, kind of depending on the person, they might be able to tell or not.
So I have a question. Can we tell when somebody is a rift or not?
Sometimes it kind of depends on if they've been used. They haven't been using any of their abilities recently. It can be very difficult if they are one.
All right, I'm gonna save it then, and I don't. You know, we don't have all the facts right now. While I'm curious about Martha, don't want to risk it.
Do we want to? We don't want to split up here, right?
Well, eventually we'll need to split up because Steve's shift will start.
Yep.
But for now, I think we can all go together.
Okay. Down to Martha.
Yep, heading to Martha. Martha.
Right. Cyrus kind of points you to this back room. And there's one. It's like it is. There's a couple like green rooms back there. Some for the musicians. Hers is the nicest. I mean, work has been done on it like probably in the last 6 to 8 months. There is like her name on a little star there. The other ones have got like house band has their own, and there's another one for sort of people who are visiting and coming through. But this is the one that looks like the work has been done on it recently.
Yeah, knock on the door.
God, Sammy, I'm gonna be fine. They gave me the water. I've stopped drinking.
It's not Sammy, Miss Ellis. We're detectives. We interested in talking to you if you don't mind.
There's a pause for a moment, and the door opens, and she kind of like takes a peek out. She's probably early mid 50s, but kind of pretty well preserved for all that. I mean, just torch singer through and through. Looks out at you, kind of sees all of you. It's like, my God. And she sees the two giants with everyone. She's like, oh, come on in. I already talked to quite two of them.
The cops? Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not cops.
Oh,
Yeah, we do more than cops.
You know, Coop, one of these days we're gonna meet someone taller than us, and it's gonna be amazing.
It'll be incredible to finally get to look up at someone. I haven't done that since I was a boy.
Let me tell you right now, I'm pretty tall for a girl. My brother is 6'5", and he is like the one person I look up to, and it is a very cool feeling when I'm around him. It's like, yeah.
I don't get that because it's my little brother who's taller than me. It's like I'm like 5'10", he's 6'3", so it's like, oh, that shouldn't be possible.
when I was in college, my freshman year, there were these two guys that had been around the theater department. And one of them wasn't doing any shows when I got there, but he was 6'6", and his best friend was like 3'2".
Oh my God.
And you would see them.
I literally saw two dudes walking down the street this morning who were that exactly, and I was like, I don't want to ask them to take a picture. And I also was like, are you guys friends exclusively because this is very funny? If I was 7'1" and I met a guy who was 3'4", I'd be like, do you want to go hang out?
They had a great joke about it, but I don't quite remember what it was.
Have you ever seen the photos of Kevin Hart next to Shaq?
Yep.
No,
Yes.
but I'm gonna go see them now.
Yeah. All right. May we
Also,
come in, Miss?
I'm gonna
Miss
send
El-
Tangy the poster.
Yeah, come on in.
Miss Ellis, my name's Hope Anais. I'm a detective. This is my partner, Phil Paul. This is Adam. What's your last name?
Donaldson.
Adam Donaldson and Cooper Davenport.
How do you do, Miss Ellis? Who gives like a really big bow, kind of straightens his hair out a little, twists his mustache back up.
There are a couple places people to sit, though it may get a little crowded in there as she kind of pushes her chair back. You do see that there was, she's got like a thing of water there that she's been drinking out of. Though you can kind of see the rings left over from something else that she'd been drinking previously that looks like it's been removed. And there's also a little bit of whiskey kind of floating your way from her.
So, we're here to investigate the murder of this. I'm starting to talk like a friggin' mayor Quibby. Get it? We're here to investigate the murder of Sorry, I'm trying to find the right notes. 1 second. Darnell Fox. They said you saw the guy, the guy that had words with him.
Yeah, I've seen him a couple times, but big guy. I mean, not as
How big? Like big like these guys, or
a little smaller than Cyrus, but
Okay.
a big guy. Saw him here. Who's having words with poor Darnell. Darnell had a rough time of it recently.
What happened?
Trying to remember. Just double check. Darnell things just hadn't worked out particularly well for him. All the stuff that he was hoping would happen to his wife had left him about 6 months before. He finally starting to come out again and just try to get something back. There's sometimes a certain kind of sadness you see in someone when you're singing. They connect with you, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. What was Darnell in any trouble? Was he getting involved with the wrong crowd? Drugs?
No, I mean he was pretty quiet.
Gambling?
He's pretty quiet. He was pretty sweet. He was, he would just needed a place to go, and so he would come here and listen. And always really nice. Tip well.
Did you ever see him interact with the other fella, the tall bald one? Besides that one night?
I'd never seen that guy before. The skinhead dude.
Really? Because
I mean, before that
Sam
night,
Sam says you recognized him.
I recognized him when he showed up at the funeral I was singing at.
Oh,
Funeral? Whose funeral?
Put up my notes. Disappeared. At the Green Meadow Funeral Home.
How long ago was this?
This was yesterday. Adam Walsh, his son had recently died of an illness. His wife had died a couple years before. That guy showed up, and I mean, they said Adam died because of heartbreak and the shock, but it must have been him. How can that happen twice?
I'm just gonna look at Adam here and just be like, it seems like we might be dealing with a special one.
Yeah, regrettably.
Are we getting a vibe of Martha being a rift at all?
Someone want to check beyond or let's say beyond the supernatural, but beyond the veil.
I shall peek then. I probably have the best shot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, your roll plus mythos.
God damn it, Phil. Once again, you're rolling too good. 11.
All right. You have basically two questions. You have two clues. If you want to bank them, it's possible to do that too. But you have two clues that kind of would work like the investigate move. But in this case, specifically for looking through the mist.
Are the two? It basically has to boil down to is she a mythos, and if so, what type? Right? It's gotta be.
So the first thing is, as you look, you're not necessarily seeing a whole lot about her. However, this place,
Thank you.
just sort of beyond the mist, appears as some sort of a really lonely bog, like just this swamp that just feels like it's pulling at you. You can kind of hear in the distance a little bit of a tin whistle playing sadly off in the distance, and it feels like there's been some shades around her lately. There's just the feeling of a few ghosts maybe that have been there in the past. You're not necessarily getting rift from her, but whatever's here, this place itself has been affected by one.
I'm gonna kind of. I don't want to hold her hand because I feel like that'd be very forward. I'm just gonna kind of gently gesture in her direction and be like, Miss, have you lost anyone recently?
She just sort of smiles. She's like, well, I mean, Darnell and Adam both died right in front of me. Beyond that,
Adam also died in front of you?
Yes, Adam, when he just grabbed his heart and fell over at the... I mean, it had to be him, right? The same guy that came up, he might have been the one that drugged my audience, too.
Drugged your audience?
Wait a minute. What?
I feel like the longer we talk to you, the more things you mention. Is this what it's like when I don't tell you things?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Coop. That's exactly what it's like, ma'am. What do you mean drugged your audience?
I had been... God, I shouldn't even be here. I mean, Sammy... Sammy's done a lot for me, but I had a concert and I had an absolute breakdown on stage, and people in the entire building just started. The cops had to show up, ambulance had to show up. There must have been some sort of drug in the drink or something that got into the supply, because like everybody kind of came out of that place. Just
Do you mind me asking where this concert was? It's fine if it was just elsewhere.
yeah, she gives you a name of where the place was. A decently upscale, definitely much more upscale than this, but it was. It's the kind of thing that like upscale enough that coming from here would be a bit of a fall from it.
Well, I think that's a good theory. We're gonna keep an eye out. We're gonna keep you safe while we're here.
Yeah.
So we've got a skinhead stalker and a bunch of people who are falling dead of broken hearts, apparently.
I mean, could be some kind of undetectable poison,
Could be.
or something else.
Are you having this conversation right in front of her?
I think I don't do this gesture right in front of her. I just say
No.
could be something else.
Martha, has anything like this ever happened with you before?
No. My career was set. Everything was going right, and then this happened.
Just out of the blue?
I mean, whatever happened at the concert, and then this guy. Maybe he was there before. I don't know, but he showed up. Why did he show up at the funeral I was singing at?
We
Did
don't know, but
anyone-
we'll figure it out.
Did anyone, you said so in my head, Adam died at the funeral, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a funeral for his son?
Yeah.
It was a
and his-
funeral for his son, and his wife had died several years before.
Jeez, please.
Remember, if you've got a note taker, you want to make sure someone's getting your info down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Martha,
Okay. It can also be in Foundry, or it can be by hand, or it can be wherever.
I'm sorry that all this is happening to you, but we'll try to figure out what's going on. If it's this guy, we'll find out. Don't you worry.
One final question, perhaps, before
You
we
hear another knock.
take our...
Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
You want back door or front door? Or two. Why don't you be in a position where you can at least check out the back door, make sure nothing comes in. But we've got people starting to come in. We need to be on watch.
Is there? I think Adam, based on all the information, can I do like any kind of investigate or something like that to think of where would be the better place to be stationed?
I will say this: you do know that if you are kind of out and about, if you're not stuck at the door, it's easier to talk to folks and see other people.
Okay, so probably the front door.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Adam.
Or rather, if Cyrus is at the front door, he'll see people when they come in. If you're inside the club, you can keep an eye and move about and do stuff like that
while looking at the back door.
Yep.
Okay. I'll watch the back door.
Okay.
I'll take care of that. It's usually locked, isn't it?
It's locked. We got some new stuff up there. I mean, what I would say is don't stick directly there. We don't know if there might be another way they might try to get in, but just kind of keep coming back towards there to double check.
I got it. Not a problem.
Hey,
we starting now?
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, Cooper here needs to make a few dollars. Why don't you use him someplace that doesn't require much responsibility?
I'm open to it, I suppose, if you've got somewhere you could use me.
I kind of pull Cooper aside, like, This will give you a chance to watch things too and make you some money in the meantime. Just take it.
And do we want to take a
Yeah,
quick bio break?
sure.
Because I know,
Yeah,
is this about the time you're also grabbing some food?
Oh yeah,
You
I
do?
actually I had it brought up, but
Okay.
I will enjoy picking out.
All right,
All
we'll
right.
take about 10 minutes, 5 minutes,
All right.
10 minutes.
10. All right, we'll be back in 10.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, and we are back. So, yeah, what are you all doing? They knocked on the door to get Adam out.
Yeah.
I,
Um,
I
I
kind
Do
of
they
push.
have a job for me, or am I just like floating?
the world's tallest barback.
Honestly,
I would love to be on bar. I don't know if they need anyone, or the busing, whatever.
Now, sometimes you can do it. You can talk through some ideas and stuff here. One thing you're also able to do is get to a point where you're able to make a couple investigation rolls. Then, so we can kind of get you some information that you're able to kind of pick up and sort of like, oh, I went and talked to a few people. This happened. This happened. This happened. Boom. Here's the information you ended up with.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Adam leave. I'm assuming is the lady she's not gone yet, right?
No, she's getting ready to go on in a little while.
Okay, I'm gonna grab Pandora and Coop and kind of drag
Hope.
them somewhere
Hope.
quickly.
Coop.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Hope. I'm gonna grab Hope and Coop. Be like, I have to go to the bathroom.
And we are helping.
Right. We'll help you with that. What is this? What is this, Phil?
Okay.
We get in the bathroom. I'd like check under all the stalls to make sure there's nobody in there.
Nope.
Okay, so real quick, I think I like turn. I like as I'm checking, I like turn and like my eyeballs are just like black and smoking. So, uh, good news and bad news.
Go on.
Good news, Miss what's her name? Sorry, name already escaping me.
Martha Ellis.
Martha.
Yeah, Miss Ellis. Miss Ellis is not one of us.
Okay.
Bad
Okay.
news, this place is one of us. The building. A lot of buildings. It's some kind of like swamp that makes you sad until you die, maybe?
One of the things you know is, especially if abilities have been used in a place, or someone has kind of been there or has a lot of influence over it, like places you all have been have also sometimes been a little bit like if you look beyond the mist, you actually will see that you affect the area in that part of it as well.
Okay, so someone who's like swamp based and like very sad, makes other people sad, ghostly, is this might be where they hang out. So jot that down while we're at it. I mean, obviously we have the whole situation with the skinhead, maybe a hitman, I don't know, but I do think that
I'm getting vibes that he's a riff too. If he can kill somebody just by
oh yeah, probably something like
Okay.
that. But I also think that maybe maybe the guy who runs this place has like a way of keeping Miss Ellis trapped here by like making
Sam?
horrible shit happen. Maybe is Sam like the owner, or does he just run the place? Because like maybe there's someone who greases the wheels.
Sam
I mean,
seemed friendly enough, but
yeah,
maybe he has something on her.
maybe it's
It-
not Sam. Could be like her manager or some weirdo or something. But like I
It's
think
just a little
she
bit of a step down for her.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I just wanted to let you know this is a swamp that makes you sad till you die.
Michael, out of character. Is this a swamp of sadness?
No, this is just a place. This is probably just a place that has been affected by something. I would say this is not like the building itself isn't going to do things. Like there are places where that's true. This is not
Mhm.
like that though. This has been affected by someone like you at some point in the not too recent past.
Okay.
To be fair, Nessa knows that she's still having Phil describe it as that.
As a swamp that makes you sad until you die.
Yeah.
And Steve, are you kind of like asking questions, checking around?
Yeah, I think Adam's just doing like I'm pretty sure everyone in here knows he's a bouncer. Like a 6'7" guy just standing around, like coming around talking, like, "Hey, how's it going tonight? Seeing anything?
Is that guy
Anybody
just
causing any trouble?"
incredibly socially awkward?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you
Well,
want to go ahead,
I did change my theme to personality Papa Bear,
okay.
so I do give off a Papa Bear vibe.
If you want to make a roll for investigate,
Roll for how cuddly you are.
Investigate. I think people watching would work. I think talk anyone into anything, maybe. I'm just gonna click what I think affects, and you can take them away if you don't.
Hmm?
Execute move. Waiting on you.
You have the con.
I heard dice.
Ooh,
11.
11.
You
You
get
get
3
three.
clues. What are if you want to, you can either tell me if you got specific questions or certain ways that you're trying to get information.
What is the most dangerous thing here?
Well, I mean, right now it's all of you. Like the thing is, you're looking around. Nobody here seems like they are particularly dangerous. What you're seeing here is young professionals. You're seeing some older, probably academics that are
Bless
here
you.
on kind of date nights. You got people that are clearly fans of it. This looks like the kind of people who, basically, like the kind of people who are going to have the money, time, and want to go out to like a jazz club to hear this singer who is really good from what you're hearing the conversations about.
I guess. Do
You can
I
also tell me like how you're
notice?
trying to get information or something too. Like if you're chatting with people, you can do stuff like that as well.
Yeah, I'm chatting with people. I'm kind of asking like I go up to a table, I'm like, "Hey, how you liking the music tonight? Anyone giving you any trouble? Anyone giving you any bad vibes? Just want to make sure everybody's having a good time tonight."
This one where they kind of go, bad vibes. Oh, it's just because. It's because that guy, the guy that really quiet dude who showed up here a couple times.
Was he bald?
No, no. Because it's such a weird thing because they said he had a heart attack or something, and I heard the same thing happen with Bancroft.
Bancroft.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Adam?
No, Ross Bancroft. He used to show up here quite a bit. Rich dude, like a lot of money. He used to some sort of financial guy. He used to come in here, but they said he just dropped dead a couple days ago.
Oh, is that Darnell Bancroft?
No,
Is that a
yeah.
name?
We
Or
just
is it
got
a
a
new
different
one.
Yeah,
That's
we
a
got
new
another
one.
guy. Maybe someone's killing them to feed something
Bancroft.
here.
That's
Hey, I have a question. I have a question for you. Just between you and me. Does that happen a lot here?
No, I mean it's been a weird mix. I mean, just that Darnell dropping dead and back, and then Bancroft apparently just kicking it at home. Then a couple days after, like it's.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You guys have a wonderful night.
Mhm.
In fact, I think Adam like waves down, throws a couple bucks to the waitress, like, get these guys another round on me.
Okay.
I think like one more question. I don't know, and I think he's just gonna see if like
I'll give
I
you a
think
little.
he wants.
Hmm?
Okay, go ahead.
I'll say some. You do see someone sort of coming in. You've been around the underworld and such, and know what a runner looks like. Someone who's coming in to get some information. There's some guy comes in. The bartender just kind of nods him into the back office. He heads into the office. When you see him come out, about 10 minutes later, he's got kind of a package he's holding like in his um, coat,
Okay.
and you see Sammy come out. Sammy come out a couple minutes, like not too long after him.
Okay. I think when I see that guy come out, I'm gonna look for Phil real quick.
We out of the bathroom?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so cut
As
back.
this
We can cut back to the bathroom.
Are we out of the?
I would love to be out of the bathroom.
Yes.
Because unless there was more to happen.
Yeah,
'cause-
okay. I figured maybe we're out of the we're out of the bathroom, and as he's looking around, all of us are just like walking out onto the floor.
Oh God, we're all visibly seen just walking out of the bathroom. Yeah, right.
Adam's gonna walk up to the three of you. He's gonna lean in like right next to Hope's ear and be like, dig up some information on a Bancroft. Apparently, he dropped dead in his apartment a couple days after Darnell.
Got it.
Name was Darnell, right? And then
Yeah.
he's gonna lean over to Phil and Coop and be like, "Guy that's walking out the front door right now, tail him. He's got a package on him. I don't know what it is, but it's suspicious."
Got it.
And like he's gonna like just turn and go back to mingling.
Yeah.
He doesn't say that to Hope. He says it to the two of them because I'm assuming it's loud in here.
Mhm.
So he tells Hope about Bancroft and tells the other two about this runner that has a package.
I'm going to go pee outside. Quickly. Coop.
I will follow at a respectable distance.
I will go to the bar.
All right.
I
Outside.
like by Hope standards, the two of us are just like, anyway, goodbye.
I don't ask
We're gonna go
questions.
back to pee.
How much did you drink?
I had a lot of gin and tonic. Okay.
All right. As you go outside, obviously he described the runner probably. You see him going up to a car that has a driver in it. The guy goes up, leans down, and is talking real quick to someone in the back seat. He's got a hand on the handle, like of the front passenger side, like he's about to open and enter it.
I am just gonna look at Phil and just say, I got this, don't worry. And I am going to do magic about this.
I was originally going to be very worried, but I'm so excited about magic, I'm not worried anymore.
You should maintain a healthy worry at all times
Always
with
be
Cooper.
worried.
Oh God. You should always be worried with me. I want to do a thing. I want to cast a spell here.
Okay.
I can do that with my adaption thing. What do I roll for that? I don't see.
So
Maybe change the game.
well, this is probably because change the game is usually doing something to give yourself an advantage, like a story tag or something. What is it you're
Okay.
trying to tell me? What it is you're trying to do?
What I want to do is I want to kind of like flood this car with some kind of like mist or something. I want to start an engine fire in this car.
Okay.
So I want to force the people in the car to have to get out and attend to that.
All right.
So
that would be a change the game.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Have the kids tear it up?
I don't know. I also have
probably
undetectable.
not with because he's using magic.
Yeah.
Magic that's specific to him, so probably not there.
It's fair.
So what you want to do is use tags that would make sense for.
So I guess I'm just gonna do cast magic spell. I think is the only really applicable tag. Okay, I've got a plan. So I think in addition, I'm gonna try to use seemingly trustworthy as I like take off my jacket to prepare to run over and pretend to help them with the car.
Okay. So it's essentially what you're doing is you're creating some tags you'll be able to use when you go over there. So that's the change the game. So if you want to roll, you want to look at the tags you've got that would make sense to use on here, and that will be your power. And then,
I'm going with 2 power for cast a magic spell and seemingly trustworthy.
Okay.
And I don't think anything else applies, so I'm gonna just do that. Yep. Okay.
Oof.
All right. Yeah, so there's just this moment as you kind of do the thing that unfortunately because of the wand the thing is just because you have to gesture and such with it.
Yeah. I like raise up my cane and like point the handle at them as I'm doing this.
So the smoke starts to kind of come out of it, and there's a bit of a like a small little explosion, and you just hear, "Hey, what the hell was that?" And then the car starts to take off like, and the guy who was leaning in through the window actually is like legs are still kicking in the window as he tries to make his way in, and then it hauls ass out of there very, very quickly.
God damn it.
Well, I was gonna maybe teleport myself in the trunk, but that seems like a bad idea now.
Whoa, can you do that? You can put yourself in the trunk of that car?
Well, not anymore. It's very far away.
In,
Is
Well,
there
inside at the bar.
I think I go up to the bartender. Hey, can I get whiskey on the rocks, please?
Pours it. That'll be amount of money that would make us really sad now.
I take out like about 3 times as much as he says it costs. I'm like, so I'm looking for a gentleman, a fella around here I haven't seen in a while. Ross Bancroft. Have you seen him lately?
Go ahead and make an investigate.
Second, I have to close out my notes and everything. 1 second. Okay, investigate. All right, execute, and then I'll be do manipulation. 1 second. Execute move. I can't. It won't let me highlight the moves.
Well, the move
You gotta
invest-
click them.
I'm trying.
Oh,
It's just opening the little pop-out box. Wait, hold on. I think I have to lock this up. 1 second.
Oh yeah, if
That helps.
if you've got it set to edit.
Okay. I'm gonna do manipulation, hyper awareness, and listen, hear, see. Because you hear my voice, I can basically get you to do what I want.
Okay.
Execute move. Confirm.
Okay.
13. Whew.
Oh, you got listen here see as a negative, but it does give you extra attention on that thing. Yeah, so you get one clue. Yeah, at that point she just goes. What did you ask about Bancroft?
Have they seen? Has she seen him around lately?
Nope, not since his wife died a couple days ago.
Really? Wife died a couple days ago.
Apparently dropped dead of a heart attack.
Huh.
He, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. A thing or two may have happened between me and him once. His wife was out. I ended up back at his place. He's not going to be too sad to see her go.
Man, there's a lot of death going on around here, isn't there?
Yeah, God, Darnell, and then I mean, Tiffany wasn't a regular here, but I mean, I'm sure Ross will be back.
Yeah.
Did you know him?
Oh, just vague, just a few times met him. Did
Sammy said. I mean, Sammy said to help you off with anything if we could, and she kind of writes down an address and then passes it to you.
this
That's-
Bancroft's place?
Yeah, not too far from here.
Cool.
God, it's
Hey,
so weird to see 50-cent cocktails. Gin
Did,
fizzies.
Gin
Mhm.
fizzies. The bald-headed gentleman who had words with Darnell. Do you recognize him at all?
I didn't see him. That was Cyrus and Martha. They said he jimmied a lock or something in the back.
Doesn't sound like a regular or anybody you've seen before.
What they were saying is that apparently bald-headed, bunch of tattoos. We'd probably recognize him. Not a guy Cyrus recognized. Not someone I recognized. I didn't see him. I didn't see anybody who meets that description.
Got a problem with people breaking and entering a lot?
No, it's the only time that's happened. Nice thing about being where we're at is it's a lot of nice restaurants and other stuff in this area. We don't have too much of a problem with break-ins.
All right, well, cheers. Take my drink. walk around the bar a little bit more. Kind of searching for Cooper and Phil, running to Adam. Hey, I got Bancroft's address. Apparently his wife died a couple days ago.
Okay.
So and the bartender doesn't seem to know that Bancroft himself is dead.
Okay. Yeah, the people, he points at the table. He's like, they said Bancroft himself was dead. They might have got the information mixed up. It's hard to tell. I gotta stay here. Why don't you three go check it out?
Where are Coop and Phil?
Hopefully tracking a guy.
Good. Cool.
But
Right.
there was a guy, shady looking guy had a package that he got from the back from Sal or Sammy. So I don't know. It was weird to me, so I wanted them to check into it.
Okay.
Did you get that bartender's name by any chance?
I did not. What did
Rachel.
Can I get what?
Rachel.
Rachel. Okay.
Okay, just in case, because if Rachel dies, then we know it's some kind of magic STD.
Yeah. Just like It Follows.
Exactly.
He seemed
Wow.
clean.
Which way did Coop and Phil go?
Yeah, what do you two do now that the car is gone?
I'm running after the car.
Oh God.
I don't think
It's
you can
not.
run
I mean, I
supernatural.
don't imagine that's going to work. Can I? Is there? Okay, Phil. You absolutely sure you can't get into the trunk of that car?
Michael, can I get into the trunk of that car?
It's out of sight at this point.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. No, we'll just have to revisit that. Sometimes a clue leaves your life, and it was supposed to.
What? We're supposed to be detectives. No clue should be escaping our lives.
Sometimes it happens, and then you find that clue again later on.
All right, let's play it cool when we go back and tell Adam that we lost them.
Okay. I guess we probably bump into Hope while we're trying to go back in.
Hey. Any luck?
Lost the guy through totally normal, regular means.
I'm
Pass
sure.
it off into a car. They drove off.
Did you get a license plate at least?
It's hard to see through all the smoke.
Also dark.
Okay. Well, I got an address, so why don't we head to this Bancroft guy's house and see what he has to say.
Well, I mean, he's dead, but what if he has a family or something?
Yeah, his wife is dead too. Or maybe his wife's alive and he's dead, or maybe he's dead, he's alive and his wife's dead. It's a mixed bag.
Well, someone will be dead when we get there.
Let's hope.
You hear a screech of tires right outside of the washboard.
Did the car make a circle?
Wait, we're outside the washboard, right? Yeah.
Are you outside or are you going back?
Can I see where that's happening? Yeah.
Oh yeah. So they're basically like a screech of tires, and there's another car, not the same one you saw earlier. Unfortunately, Coop,
Damn.
the guys that get out are definitely mob.
You paid your money.
Anybody I recognize?
You think so like some enforcer type stuff you kind of seen around. They just kind of get out of the car, and they see the four of you out there, and just kind of look at
Three
of us out here.
Okay, yeah, and just go. Do you see anything that just happened here? Some guys fired at a car.
No, we saw a car, but that was about it.
I saw a car backfire very loudly.
He just kind of pulls back his coat a little bit, and you see the gun in there. He goes, "Why don't we step inside and talk to the manager here and make sure everything's okay?"
Sorry, pardon me.
Gesundheit. The guy fires.
Oh,
it was a sneeze. Like I told you, stop firing at people sneezing. I get.
Okay. Hey, listen, gentlemen. We're more than willing to go inside, talk this out. Easy enough to hash out. We saw what we saw. We'll tell you what we saw. No secrets here. We're all friends.
Yeah, and Coop inside you hear Cyrus call, Coop! Or not Coop, Adam!
Yeah, what's up?
Go get Sammy.
Oh shit. Adam doesn't even knock on the door to the office, just opens it. Hey, out front now. Like
and he kind of like rushes out. Um, yeah. By the time when do you also go out with them?
oh yeah, I head out.
Yeah.
I tell Cyrus, I got the front, get the back.
Yeah. As you come out, Sammy kind of rushes out, and goes, fellas, I literally. He kind of looks at y'all for a moment. And goes, I hired them to look into a death that happened here recently, fellas. They're discreet. I just gave the money to your runner. Everything's on the up and up. I mean, all the books for tonight are good, right? And he goes, they had someone fire at him, and then said some tall guy started running after him, and we saw him outside the club when we got here. They're down the street. We can get them back here for to see if they recognize anybody, but something happened.
We were merely concerned because your car burst into a flame of smoke, and we were worried about the young boy whose legs were dangling out of the window.
There was a boy half in the car, half out, legs dangling, could have hit a pole, could have been bisected. I was worried as a concerned citizen. You can frisk me, check me.
Yeah, how would
I've
we
got nothing on me.
explode your car?
Have your man here check me. I've got absolutely no firearms. I've never even seen a gun.
Adam is just like looking at the two of them with this most disappointed dad face ever.
So,
like,
Hoop is trying so hard not to look at him.
So the question: are you two wanting to? You can try to do a convince, and it might be if you want to try to help. What you can do is very often helping is like using ability to change the game to give them like a relevant story tag or something that could be if you're entrancing someone or something along those lines.
I'll do a convince for sure.
Yes.
So if anybody had abilities or something they wanted to try to do, maybe a change the game to see if you could give some help here.
I can do that.
Because one thing you do know, people don't often remember interactions with the supernatural in the way that it happened, in the way that you all tend to. So like what they saw would not have been necessarily what happened.
Can I try to change the game?
How?
What is Adam gonna do?
Oh, Adam, I got a plan. I got a few things that are gonna work here.
Okay.
Adam's just gonna like take a step forward and be like, guys, you can bring them back and they can. I'm sure my friend here, Coop, ran after the car. But we're Samaritans. If the car really caught on fire and backfired and there's a kid dangling out the window, it's gonna be a problem, right? Anybody with half a brain would help. Right? Look at me. I'm gonna use talk anyone into anything, tries to see the best in everyone, and love of the local community.
Okay, and I think this is probably setting Coop up to have like some extra help with story tags. So
Yeah.
there will be they have a -2. I'll just put this in the scene. They essentially have.
I sent over my stuff.
Yeah, let me just do this. That will be a 2. Reject that. Oh, there we go. And let's accept that. So yeah, there'll be a -2 there because of them being just a little bit wary.
Oof! God dang it.
You can't offer help after, can you?
Nope, not on that one. So yeah, there is the guy just sort of leans in, takes a real strong look at you, and goes, "You're being awful familiar with us." Now at
He's
this
a
point,
familiar guy.
we're going to be taking their kind of alert status and moving that up.
Oh, Coop, I need you to roll so
because
good.
You talk too much, and I don't particularly like when people talk that often.
Coop, please, 2 6s. That's all. 2 6s.
Okay. Let me run through. Let me see what I can do here. I've got talk my way out of anything. I've got seemingly trustworthy. I think I have to be honest and say that I think Total Diva might come into play here. So I have to put that minus on there. I don't think Opportunist works. Would running scams work? No.
Oh,
not really.
those
Yeah,
scams. You've done a lot with scams.
Okay.
This is a scam if you think about
This
it.
is a scam.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 pluses and a minus.
Oh, whoops.
Would some kind of fake ID
I don't know
help?
how could a fake
help?
ID help us here.
Now
I don't know.
you're also going to have a -3 because they are currently they're sort of on alert, and Steve just made them a little bit worse.
So +3, -3, and then a -1. So I would be rolling this with a -1.
You don't have to use the one that would be the negative here.
I don't have to. But isn't there a benefit to using them?
You do.
Like
You get attention on the one that you use
Yeah.
it for.
Okay. I mean, I already have 2 attention. I guess I don't need a third one right now. I can cancel it out. Is there anything I can do to get an edge there? I don't think there is. Fake ID wouldn't. I can't see how a fake ID would be helpful.
Yeah, I don't know. An ID that's
Fake
like
ID
I'm a
would not make a
firefighter.
difference here.
It just says Good Samaritan on it. Cooper Davenport, Good Samaritan. No. Okay. I'm just gonna do my convinced roll with that then. Yeah. Let's see. Listen, fellas, there's nothing to worry about here. Bring your boys in. We'll sort this all out.
He doesn't have a gun. What would he use to explode
There
a
we go.
car? Come on.
Oh, there we go. The alert's on there now. Perf.
Okay. 7? Oh, is that including the -3?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is actually, so that's okay.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
So choose roads out with
Could've
tier
been a
1. No, they've got an alert 3 right now. You could lower down the alert a little bit, or if you all
I'll
want to go
lower
in,
their alert. The other option would be to give them a 1 to like a certain status, right?
yeah. But here lowering the alert could do that same sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other choice would be to everyone to go into Sammy's office with them, with still a little higher alert.
Mm.
Yeah. There's just this moment. And he goes, "Who all was out here?"
Just us two.
What brought them?
We're investigating a murder that happened a few days ago.
We ran into Miss Hope on our way back inside,
I'm
I
just a
tell him.
bouncer.
and he's a bouncer.
They look over at Sammy and go, "Sammy, we don't need extra heat here. Not with what you've been running."
We're discreet. I know that's what you want.
You trying to convince? See if you can maybe knock him down a little bit more.
Okay, wait a second.
He's only at a 2. He's only at a 2.
Okay. Let's do manipulation.
What a show. Manipulation. Here we go.
Manipulation. Let's begin. Yeah, I'll just do manipulation. And you said convince?
Mm-hmm.
Cute move.
There's no way my wife would be here, right?
If your wife is here, I feel like that's gonna open up a new can of worms. I don't know if
Mhm.
Phil's ready for that.
She's just having fun at a club. That's fine.
Maybe.
Okay, let's see if I rolled 7.
I'm assuming also reduced down. They take a moment and they go,
We're minding our own business
Just go.
here.
"We're gonna go talk with Sammy. You all stay nearby."
We'll do.
And they head in. And I know, I think Nessa, you have to be going in a few minutes.
Yeah. Well, I got
Okay.
7.
Okay.
So
well,
there might be some time for Phil to do something.
Well, I figure at this point they'll go talk to Sammy. Sammy will talk him down, tell him what, go over stuff, kind of whatever.
One second. I'll make it just 1 second.
I figure at this point it'll be out of your hands. They're gonna go in and talk with Sammy. Yeah. Do we just want to let people know where we can find all you wonderful folk? You go ahead and call
Yeah,
it here for
why
tonight,
not?
and then we'll pick it up next week.
Great.
Yeah, that works. We're going to. Do we go in the same order or reverse order when we're saying our things?
Same order.
Reverse, right?
Same order.
Oh, same. Okay. Hi folks. My name is Ibrahim. You can find me everywhere on the internet. Cosmic_Ebe. Uh, I don't have any new things to. Oh, no, because that's not until August. So I don't have anything to announce.
I am
Hell yeah.
Sarah. And Papa Week went on TikTok and Papa Week almost everywhere else.
Hey, I am Nessa. I am available almost everywhere under Loch Nessa, LOCHNEASSA. Dead Teen House Party if you like Scream, an MTV TV show.
Hi, I'm Steve. I'm the Dragon X, the_Dragon_X, mostly on TikTok. You can also find me on Beards and Barbarians. It is a show here on Twitch, Battle of the Demigods. I am a character in that. I also am a co-host of the Ronin's Den podcast. You can find us on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all that good jazz. Yeah, that's it. So I got.
All right, I'm Michael. I am improv GM pretty much everywhere. We will catch you all later.
Bye.
Bye.